ancient shire of Vinland, of House Orkeep of the barony of Glenmere, kingdom of Antir, of House Sunderwine in the barony of Endeweard, yeoman to Master Godric of Hamtoon, spearman, retired, of the North Tower Infantry, member of the Orders of the Crystal of Glenmere, the Keystone of Endeweard, the Beacon of Endeweard, of the Maunch, of the Golden Mantle, of the Silver Crescent, Grand Master of the Royal Foresters Guild, Ranger in the Foresters Guild of St. Hubert, humble servant to their majesties. And above all of these accolades, husband to the lovely, patient, and kind Jerry of Endeweard.
Is there a companion of the Order of Chivalry who will speak for this candidate? Oh, Order. Sorry, apologize. It's been a while. I got real excited. Their Majesties would have the companions of the Order of the Laurel.
Woohoo! Oh yeah, please. Hang on.
Make us uncomfortable.
It's your party. Oh yeah.
Now we'll call some people. Is there a companion of the Order of Chivalry who would speak to this candidate?
I am Sir Ahmed Devey, and it is my great privilege to speak on behalf of this candidate. We are a people of history. This man is history. This man started in the society when I was literally about this tall. As part of his great legacy in this, I bear some words, a poem written by the head of his household when he was in Antir, Sir Richard Fergus Fitzallen of Antir. This bears well to some of the history and some of the travels that Seamus has faced. In woods, trees wept when Seamus left the east 4 decades past. For here, where Antir's woods he graced with light, and student roamed our forests dear. In Everclear his trillium bloomed, beloved he became of all. In woodlands deep, or in our keep, brought arts and service to our hall. Across our lands, where fir trees grow, his stride was wide where'er he'd go. Manfred, our first king of Antir, awarded arms on him bestowed. But strong the call his eastland home, whose woods were dark with Seamus gone. We shed a single crystal tear to send with him when he was drawn. Now in your forest wanders he, bringing light under darkest eaves. So blessed the east, such joy and tear as Laurel Seamus now receives. I also have my own words to add. I'll keep them brief. This man took the field for the first time when the rest of the warriors were ready for retirement. He stood beside me, stalwart with spear in hand. He ran the line with me. Afterwards looked at me and said, "Why are we doing this?" As a marshal, when I cry the list, the very last things the combatants hear from me is that this is for joy and honor. Your Majesties, sitting before you is the personification of honorable joy. I could not be more glad to welcome you as my peer.
Keep time, I kept time. Is there a companion of the Order of the Pelican who will speak for this candidate?
Your Majesties, Your Highnesses, may I address your populace? Seamus, as Survey referenced, started in the society many years ago. Before there was Endward, the barony. Before there was Endward, the Shire. There were crown lands. And before that, there was the Shire of Vinland, which our friend here, Cody, bears today. The arms of that group. Seamus helped establish that group, and indeed he was the second seneschal of that shire. He left the east, he went to Antir, and he helped establish yet another shire. And he was the second seneschal of that group. When he returned, sadly, the Shire of Vinland was no more at the moment. And Seamus did his thing. He grew his family. He shared a home with his lady wife. They raised their children. And then he found us. He found us again. And he jumped right in. And he decided he was going to do archery. And he didn't just do archery. He became a marshal. He started teaching. And he decided, I'm going to try the fighting thing. I think I can do a spear. And so he did that too. And then he was like, no, I don't want to hold those weapons and poke people. I want to throw them. So he started to grow a thrown weapons community in our barony. And he taught and he held practices. And he taught and he schlepped materials from place to place so other people could experience that. He also has, there are probably other things he's done. You will hear about his art. I'm a little flustered because I'm verklempt with, I'm full of emotion for this man who has served the East, served the society in such a manner with his quiet, kind, compassionate community building, which is indeed the biggest service that someone can provide for our groups. I cannot more strongly recommend this man to you because he is my peer.
Is there a companion of the Order of the Rose who would speak for this candidate?
Your Majesties, Your Highness, I wish to speak. I have the honor and the privilege of speaking for Duchess Avelina, for Lord Seamus. Your Majesties, Your Highness, Lord Seamus, I am sorry illness keeps me away today. I have been asked to testify on Lord Seamus's behalf as a Lady of the Rose. It is an honor to do so. Seamus, simply put, is one of the best of us. He is wise and generous, kind and caring, firm and fierce when needed. Seamus shows us the way. As a forester, he encourages people to learn new skills and have new adventures. He teaches us and inspires us to learn more. The success of the Foresters Guild is a testament to the qualities of this man. You would be hard-pressed to find a better person to elevate to this peerage. And with all my heart, I commend him to you, Duchess Evelina Keyes, Lady of the Rose. As Princess of the East, and as a member of the Foresters Guild, Seamus embodies the best of us. I aspire to be like him. He is kind and generous and open with his knowledge and friendly and so excited to talk to people about the things that they love, be it Foresters Guild or beyond. And I talk to you, not as your princess, but as a member of the populace that I bent my knee to you.
Is there a companion of the Order of Defense who would speak for this candidate?
Your Majesty! Indeed, there is.
Yeah.
It's been a while, everybody calm down. Your Majesties, Your Highnesses, with your permission, may I address the populace?
Please.
Thank you. Your Majesties, Your Highnesses, my lords and ladies, we're all here to talk about Seamus. We the Masters of Defense, we often speak about things like perseverance, persistence, panache. We're not going to talk about panache today. Seamus is panache-less. This man is the anti-panache. Seamus is where panache goes to die. I know this because the other day we were in town. Panache walked around the corner, took one look at Seamus, and threw itself bodily in front of a milk truck. That being said, Seamus does possess a bottomless well of persistence, of patience, of perseverance. Easily demonstrated by the fact that he said one day, I got this log. What am I going to do with that? I'll carve a boat out of that with my bare hands. And then he did. Your Majesties, if I am a peer, that man is 10 times the peer that I am. Thank you very much, and what you do this day is a good thing.
Is there a companion of the Order of the Laurel who would speak for this candidate?
There is, Your Majesties, Your Highnesses. I'm Agatha Wanderer, and I am a companion of the Order of the Laurel, and I would speak for this man today. I've known Seamus for many, many years, not only as a member of Endeward, but before I even knew about the SCA, he had already been a member for many years, and he is one of the parents of my students that I've taught. And so finding Seamus and Seamus finding us was magical. This man is magical. He is dedicated to his art. He's humble. He doesn't make shiny things, but his work is pristine. His work is useful, practical. And when that thing breaks, he uses that practical knowledge in a period manner to fix the thing. When he needs to store his boat over the winter, he researches period practice, and he overwinters that boat by sinking it in a pond. How did that work out, Lord Seamus?
Worked out just fine.
Seamus approaches his art with joy and with, I don't even know, you're just so joyful, you're so kind. You and I, we do not have panache. But Lord Seamus, I'm honored to speak for you this day. I know that you will continue teaching, you will continue learning. This honor you are very worthy of. In my peer, Your Majesties, Your Highnesses, thank you for honoring Seamus this way. You are my peer.
Is there a medallion? This is made for him.
And he's going to start from
Is there a wreath?
There is a wreath. I made this with my hands for I hope my humble work is worthy of you.
Is there a cloak?
There is a cloak, and along with the cloak there is a pin that was made by Master Robert McNeil to fit his persona. So there's a very sharp pointy bit with a fork. Please do not stab yourselves or Seamus. And even though this is fine.
I would rather not be accountable.
This cloak was made for Seamus by Mistress Sylvia Dubé. I helped a little bit.
And Annalita.
And Annalita, yes.
Hear ye all and know that we, Ryukujin and Andrakshi, Rex and Regina, recognizing the great skill and dedication of our Seamus, Coille Aosda, in the high and noble arts of forestry and experimental archaeology, and further acknowledging his actions in teaching these skills to others, to the benefit of our realm. We do welcome him into our right, worthy, and esteemed order of the Laurel, to the acclaim of the companions thereof. In token of his newfound estate, do we further bestow upon Master Seamus these arms by letters patent. Argent, a trillium purpur, barbed, vert, and seeded ore, with the exclusive right to their use henceforth throughout the known world. Text, calligraphy, and illumination by Lord Gwillem Kenneth. Glass panel by Lord Owen and Dwar. And the frame is made from pine harvested from the the site of the Endward Hunt.
I would.
I'm a simple man and I don't have any panache. I swear to be the faithful subject of your majesties and your heirs, and to endeavor always to be worthy of the honor that is bestowed upon me.
I, Ryu,
And I, Andraxi,
hear your words.
and know them to be true,
In exchange, we offer to you our strength,
and our protection,
our wraths.
and our affection,
As the karmic wheel turns, may your opposition be crushed beneath.
and may you rise to prosperity,
For as long as dragons beckon at our doors,
and the sun rises in the east.
we
Bind
find
ourselves
ourselves
to you.
Please rise and greet your order.
Born Master Seamus Coille Aosda, newest companion to the Order of Laurel.
No pressure.
Well, that's